Hey y'all, it's me, Tara Strong, aka Miss Minutes for Bama Geeks. I hope you're ready to watch, and if you don't, I will have to prune you. Stay on your sacred timeline.
And welcome to a very after-school special episode of the Bama Geeks. It's episode 100.
Triple digits,
Yes.
everyone.
We have hit triple digits after 4 years, and we wanted to do something extremely special. So guess what? Here we all are.
Yes.
He's real.
Yes,
Look.
yes, we
Yes.
we exist.
We're outside of our boxes. Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to get together for episode 100, do something really special, and being able to be down here at an undisclosed location, and about to, when we get done, go get our bellies full of some good Mexican food.
That's right.
Yeah, this is
International Margarita Day.
what-
We're recording. Yes,
designated driver. So yeah, but we all put our heads together and like, what are we going to do? Kevin came up with an idea. Let's all get together for the first time. And so here we are in person with our beautiful background and my bootleg setup that I brought. So hopefully,
Hey, it works.
Hey,
though.
we have a light to distract you from all the chords.
Yeah.
Don't look at the chords.
don't look
just
at the chords.
light.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look into the light.
This is your focal piece. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've got multiple cameras and did not get my hands on them. So you've got the one static shot of all four of us sitting here for this episode. So enjoy.
you can do like those other videos where they do the dramatic up close, digitized up close versions.
Yeah, the pixelated up
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
So, but if you're new to Bama Geeks, I'm Brock Parker,
I'm Jessica Parker.
Bo Bearden.
Kevin Gardner.
and we have been doing this for 4 years, 100 episodes, and we typically have an idea of what we're going to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes we like to throw in an episode that you may have seen over the course of the last 4 years, and we call it our French.
Crunch.
It's our
French porch.
Yeah, it's our front porch episodes where we all just get together and just shoot the breeze. And we decided, since we're here all together in the same room for the very first time for one of these recordings, that we're just going to shoot the breeze, and whatever happens for this episode. Normally on Sunday nights we do a live stream. This will be a premiere episode, so we're going to be. As you're watching this, we are all in the chat right now.
Yes.
Yeah, look at us. We're talking. We're talking to you in the chat.
Yes.
Hello.
So
My
hopefully
phone is totally not in my pocket. I'm talking to you right now.
So, if things sound and feel different, that's what we're doing. And if you're in the chat, say hi to us. We'll say hi back as we go along with this episode. Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. Go to BamaGeeks.com.
That's right.
Yeah, that's our website where you can find everything that you need to know about us. Well, not everything, because we don't.
We don't tell that stuff.
Yeah, we're not telling
Everything
that
we
stuff.
want you to know.
Right.
That's right.
Back in our day.
Now you can become a member and you can learn a lot more about us than you thought you wanted to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is BamaGeeks.com/join. Of course, you can find us everywhere on social media, as fun as that is these days. Just at Bama Geeks. We're everywhere. We're on Blue Sky. We're on X/Twitter, which I know you're probably not these days, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Facebook. We've got a Facebook group called the Bama Geeks Front Porch.
Mm-hmm.
Look that up and ask to join that. We'll let you in, and you can interact with us in that manner. And, of course, Instagram, and we've got a TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get
Yeah.
back to it.
Yep.
But of course, the big one, as you're watching this, is naturally on YouTube. That's
Mhm.
where we've got our largest engagement, and where we see you guys every other Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, that's the long and short. And
Yeah.
if you want member episodes, we did shoot. We've already shot our member episode for this our episode for this episode.
Yes.
Our members bonus, BamaGeeks.com/join if you want to join in there. So.
Yeah.
Never, ever required to support us in that manner. We just appreciate you being here with us.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, you could do something as simple as like and subscribe,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which, or, like we were talking about a little earlier, while we're doing our premiere here, just leave us a poop emoji. That would be perfectly fine.
That's
We're
fine.
okay with that. We would prefer other emojis, but
Engagement is engagement.
we love it. We love it, guys. And we love you guys. And if it hadn't been for you guys actually engaging with us and doing this, then we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
We'd love to. We're all four friends in the first place, and we talk anyway. But this just gives us a really good excuse to do this on the regular and to share with you what we feel, how we feel about things, and then just jaw on like the Southerners we are.
Yeah. People from Alabama are really good just about sitting around and talking about nothing. You think Seinfeld's about nothing? Visit Alabama.
Yeah.
Look, that's the hope we have for this podcast, right? It worked for Seinfeld. It may work for us.
Just spoiler alert. Hopefully, we don't all end up in jail. at the
Well,
end.
Dang it! Spoiler.
Yes.
Ugh.
No.
Well, depends on how the dinner goes.
See, what these guys don't know is they were one step away from us actually doing this in a hot tub.
Look,
Hey, in this weather, I'll take it.
whatever works for the podcast is what.
So we're going hot tub streaming. I see.
Join us on Only Tubs.
Only tubs.
The bad thing about it, I don't want to Google that because I'm sure that's out there.
Please don't Google that, okay?
Or if you want to be brave and Google it and let us know,
you-
please do. I'm not going to
Let
go.
us know in the chat with the poop emoji.
Or there are water emojis. If you'd rather go that route. There's a shower head.
Yeah.
Actually, there are tub emojis in there.
I'm sure there
Is
is.
there?
I'm pretty sure there are. Yeah.
Put a fire and then a tub next to it.
Yes.
Hot tub. Yeah.
There you go.
Boy.
It's starting off strong
I
already.
told
yes.
you, look, see how this goes?
Yeah, this is what we do. And when we're all together in person, it gets worse. Oh,
I mean, we just gave Jess popcorn
I
right before we
did,
started
yeah.
recording this. She's good to go.
She had the
Yeah.
dose before her performance.
yeah.
Had to, pregame here,
And also, she's sitting on a cushion
Yeah.
because when we were setting up the camera shot and she sat down, her mic is as low as it can go. And so she sat down and her face was behind it just like this. You couldn't see it. So
I mean, you want me to give the visual? I can give the visual real
we're
quick.
on. Yeah, go
Sure,
ahead.
look.
Why
see?
not?
Okay. See, here's the pillow. So you see how
Yeah.
see
You
how
can't
it
see
is
her.
right now? You can't. Yeah. So booster seat, pillow.
We promise she's there.
Let me not fall, please, because that would. Yeah.
Oh no, it,
We would use a phone book, but those things aren't around anymore.
Yeah, I went to look for them.
I actually we got one on our front porch
think
like
they-
2 years
I
ago.
Is it like
Yeah.
this thing?
Yeah, but
Yeah, it was thin.
Yeah.
It was thin.
I was shocked. I was like, wow, they're still printing this.
Oh, when I lived in Atlanta
Yeah.
back in the late 90s.
Ooh.
Oh, first you had your white pages.
Yeah.
Then you had your yellow,
Yellow
pages.
pages.
And
Your fingers do the walking.
actually I think we got it was either the white pages or the yellow pages. We got two of one of those. So it was
wow.
it was like part 1 and part 2. It was a massive.
And now we've got the internet.
yeah. So
Yeah, the yellow
For
pages
better
is-
or for worse.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
We say that as we're speaking to you
On the internet, yes. We're the good side.
Are
hope.
we?
Yes.
we were talking about a
Only tubs.
defunct place of business that's in Jasper County that was referenced.
Walker County.
Walker County.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jasper.
Outside of Jasper.
Yeah.
Jasper's in Walker County.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was famously referenced by James Spann during one of his weather outbreaks.
I mean, we all know about it. Everybody knows about it, but it
Starts
finally,
with Wesley, ends with Trap.
yeah. It just finally, in the tornado outbreak coverage one time in our state, our weatherman listed it as a point of reference for a tornado, and everybody went insane
Yeah,
in
the
the
world.
state.
That lit social media on fire. Just him mentioning it. For
Yeah.
That may have been his first time ever mentioning
Yeah.
it.
It
He
was.
said the thing.
Yes.
He said it.
Well, and the thing was back in, was it 2011, we had a generational outbreak of tornadoes. And that was one of the things that put James Spann on the map, was that generational outbreak of tornadoes. I mean, he was a great meteorologist before that.
Oh, yeah, always.
But that's what like put him on the map for everybody around the country, was he had the best footage. But even him, when he topped mentioning this place, which I'm not going to say the full name, it topped all that footage, because anybody who was around here, they were like, "He said it! Oh my god, he actually said it!"
Well, for a while leading up to, he'd be like, "Hey, this is at such and such barbecue joint here at the corner of this." Like he would say it off the top of his head.
Yeah.
So he knew where it was without even
Yeah.
So.
It's like Voldemort, he who shall not be named, the place that shall not be named. That is the Voldemort of this podcast.
Yeah, when we mention Wesley's, usually it's not in reference to Star Trek and Will Wheaton.
No, it's not. It's a place of entertainment.
Was
A place
Yes.
of entertainment with. I've never been there, so I don't know what the clientele was. I don't know what the entertainment was, and
I'm always scared
Oh,
to
you
know
what
the
it was.
client.
I don't want to know. I like to keep those type of visuals out of my head.
So we were talking about this in our members episode right before this when we were recording that. That's probably one of the best times that we've had recording an episode was. Jess had done this thing where she was going through and looking up reviews for these places.
Yeah.
Like Yelp and Google reviews of all these random places, and we were just going over them on the episode. And that one came up, and of course that one, as you could imagine, has some interesting reviews.
Yeah.
Jess's filter turned off.
Oh
Yeah,
my
she was just
gosh.
reading. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all would be surprised. Sometimes the filter just comes right off of Jess sometimes. So
It turned off, and she started getting into the reviews, and we're like, "Oh my gosh!"
yeah.
Oh no.
That was before we were monetized on YouTube, and I'm like, "Thank goodness we're not, because we'd lose every bit of it right now."
See, we
Yeah.
have to be careful now these days because of monetization, thankfully.
Yes.
Good thing. Yes,
Yes.
it's a good
Or
thing.
our channel will get unalived.
Yeah.
I have to. I have to keep her in check during the live stream sometimes.
And of all the four of us, you would be worried about it.
Yeah.
It's her.
A little Miss Innocent over here.
Well,
So we kind of we're talking about what we were going to do on this episode. This is the 100th episode. It still kind of feels unreal that we've gotten this far with all of it. And we were thinking, what was your favorite episode? And honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't have a favorite. I know that's kind of like the cheap way of saying it. I don't have a favorite. I think all of these episodes have been great. I mean, the selfishly, probably some of my favorite. I think if I had to pick a favorite, was the one where you guys were doing the episode, but I was in Australia
Yeah.
at the time, and then I had to record a video, and then you guys showed the video on the thing,
Yeah.
and I wasn't able to be here,
right.
and I went back and watched it, and I thought that was hilarious.
It was
because it
good.
worked out really well. I thought that was fun.
If we were a sitcom, this would be our clip show. So we have to kind of,
Yeah.
we don't have a clip we can throw at you. So we'll just have to, visually talk about, talk about.
Remember that time we did that thing?
Yeah.
We're not Family Guy, right?
Well, should we? I'm going to go ahead and bring up the sad part so we can just
Sure.
get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Because
What was
this
this?
references to a couple of episodes ago where we watched The Running Man. Lynne Stewart, who
Oh, yeah.
was in the movie and played Miss Yvonne on Pee-wee's Playhouse, died yesterday.
I
Yeah.
saw that, yeah.
Yesterday, the day before yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's the sad part. So
Yeah,
We have been known to be obituary geeks, too.
We
Yeah.
haven't
So,
done it in a while, so
We-
we're due for one.
yeah, we've really tried to avoid that lately. We go over deaths and all, but Miss Yvonne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Most
thought it
beautiful
was-
lady in Puppet Land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just figured it was relevant because we just saw her in The Running Man 2 episodes ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
All right. And, we're just all big fans of Pee-wee's
Mhm.
Playhouse
Oh, yeah,
and
no.
Pee-wee
Oh, yeah.
Herman and everything. So this is kind of like our, this is the childhood thing for us. So, yeah. It's hard to
Yeah.
believe.
what is it you say, Bo, about nostalgia?
The our blanking now, yeah.
Well,
That's is my drug of choice or whatever. I'm
There
trying to
you
think.
go.
Yeah, nostalgia
Yeah.
is my drug of choice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, wow. sometimes
Obituary Geeks always does this.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it
Well,
will
we have
totally
to-
derail
It kinda
everything.
slows down the energy,
It just saps your energy out. You were like, I want to tell you the bad thing, and I was like, I really hope it isn't that bad, and then it was.
Yeah. If you've got any favorite memories of Miss Yvonne or Pee-wee's Playhouse or whatever,
Yeah,
throw it in the chat while we're sitting here. Or if you're watching it after the fact, leave it in the comments.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We
we appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, Pee-wee's Playhouse, was it Shout Factory that has been, do they still have their YouTube channel up where they're constantly playing Pee-wee's Playhouse?
I hadn't checked in
I
a
don't
while,
know.
but
They're weird. I know, like, for some reason why Shout Factory has been airing Hunter on Twitch.
Hunter?
Yes.
Oh,
Fred
Yeah.
Dryer, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
wow.
I know that's one of the odd things they've been airing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have not thought of that show in ages. I used to love that show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who was his co-star?
Oh, I can't think of her name. Dark haired lady with dark curly hair.
Yeah.
Stephanie.
Stephanie.
It's not Stephanie. Dang it.
I have no idea.
Look, Hunter used to be on. I used to stay at my grandparents a lot on
Yep.
Saturday nights. So
Usually
Hunter
after
was
the news.
Yeah,
If
right.
it wasn't MASH, it was Hunter.
Oh, MASH.
But I guess
You're
just
trying to cheat?
no.
You
It's
want
just,
to go off the top of your head with this?
No, well, I mean, I can. We have these devices that will tell us anything we want to know. If we're all dying to find out who
If
who
you
the
guys are in the
female
chat,
co-star
tell
was.
us.
Hey.
If you-
if
It's not going to help us now, but
This is a nice little napkin she's got wrapped around her pop
Oh,
socket.
sorry.
we told you we just gave her popcorn. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to, wipe the fingers from all the butter. So
Butterfingers.
butter.
Sponsored by Oval Redenbacher.
Yeah, let's see. We're almost there here. Stephanie Kramer.
Yeah.
That's it.
See, I said
Yeah.
Stephanie.
I knew the Stephanie part. Yeah.
Stuck out. Okay.
Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to derail us. But yes, I don't know if Shout Factory's still showing Pee Wee or not. It was on, was it on Netflix or Amazon somewhere?
Well, they released a box set of it not too long ago, and I hope it's still on the site because I'd love to get it. That's one show that I'd love to have physical copies of.
Yeah.
But yeah, for a while there, we would turn it over to their YouTube channel, and it was just constantly Pee-wee's Playhouse running.
Yeah.
Cowboy Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Captain Carl.
Captain Carl.
Carl, yeah.
I don't know why this made me think of this, and it's completely unrelated. But I saw that Jim Henson's they're doing Fraggle Rock. They're actually going to be doing a live tour.
Really?
Fraggle Rock. You remember Fraggle Rock?
Mhm. Yeah.
The
Yes,
show called
yes.
Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's on HBO for years.
Yeah.
That's the only way you could get it.
So
It's
they're
like-
bringing back
Yeah.
Fraggle Rock, and it's going to be a live show. Like you could, I guess they're doing like a thing.
Mhm.
like go in person to see it.
Yes. Yeah, It's I was like, because I watched Fraggle Rock when I was a kid. I loved it. It was
Wow.
amazing. Jim Henson was a part of all of our childhoods. I
Oh,
think,
yeah.
to an extent or another. So,
Huge part of mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh! Speaking of puppets and Jim Henson and all the puppetry, the Center for Puppetry Arts in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
They just announced that this one of the Slimer puppets that was used in Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire is going to take up residency there sometime later in the spring.
Yeah, sometime in the spring.
Yeah. So, and if you haven't been to that in Atlanta, you are missing a treat. They've got
Yeah,
so
I still
many of
gotta
the Jim
go.
Henson puppets and everything on display. It's one of the best places in Atlanta.
And I've never been.
Yeah, neither.
Well,
See?
And all of the vending machines will now be empty there constantly. The Slimer's gonna be there.
that's true. So yeah, we'll try to slide by there next time we're in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
so if we can get you guys some content from there. And that's what they say. Isn't that what the kids say about
Yeah.
these channels? We're going to go and get some content there.
Gotta get content.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
No
I'm glad
cap.
we have not veered into Alexander Shannara territory. My daughter is a massive fan because she's Gen Z. Have you guys been watching the?
Oh, his Instagram and stuff is nothing but brain rot.
It is. It's insane.
Dancing cats and
AI
ambulances and
AI generated
Skibbity.
stuff. Yes.
oh my gosh.
Yes.
This-
Skibbity Riz stuff.
Yes.
I have a 9-year-old, so I mean,
Yes.
we do laugh at that stuff, but I do agree it is brain rot.
Well, and the other thing is like our parents were the same way with the stuff we were watching. It's just like I don't know. It just feels like it's worse now.
I think it is.
Turtles that
Yeah.
know kung fu. That's some crazy stuff.
Exactly. Why would you be watching a show about gargoyles that come alive? because half the voice cast or half the cast from Next Generation does the voices on this.
Yeah.
It's like watching Star Trek. Yeah. I don't know if it's I guess aging ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just like you get older and you're like, stuff that we watch was nowhere near that bad. Yeah.
Oh, it's worse.
Yeah, it probably was.
Oh, we've gone back and found some old YouTube videos of old commercials and stuff like that are just terrible.
But watching some things, going back and watching old commercials, Bo. We've done this. We talk about it quite a bit, but it almost seems like, what are you laughing about?
The two things that have gotten demonetized on our channel are their commercials.
Yes. How dare us give free advertising to something?
To extinct businesses
The
that are no
sticks
longer
and stuff.
Yeah.
Put a sticks and stuff commercial in and it's over, baby.
Yeah.
But something I noticed, and maybe this is just me, but it seems like more thought was put into advertising, and like commercials were almost like their own little kind of movies within itself.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, there's some like really like, well put together McDonald's commercials out there. And now, I mean, look at the advertising today versus the advertising then.
I mean, have you seen Mac and Me? That's literally a McDonald's commercial.
Yeah.
The movie Mac and Me.
Speaking of which, I was going to bring that up. That's probably one of my favorite one of my favorite
hands
things.
down.
Oh my gosh.
That and reviewing the peanut butter solution.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Senor.
Yeah, his reaction, like I said, one of my favorite quotes. I have to say, I'm not proud of myself, but the Coke fueled shootout. His laugh to that is still one of my favorite reactions.
What was that? You compared it like it was the best Coke filled shootout
since Scarface.
Yeah. Oh, Brock lost it. Leave it. Bo, that's what I'm saying. Bo, we'll be doing these things, and sometimes the things you say.
If I try to plan it out, I can't do it. But if it just flies random off the cuff, every now and then I'll get a little bit of a.
You come away with some good liners. I'm telling you, and it's like you said, it's just something that kind of happens naturally, and just for you just to come out and say.
Well, he'll do that, and it's like he hits them so fast. It's something you guys will start reacting. And I'm like, delayed reaction. Like, did he just say that? Oh my god.
Yeah, like I said, it's one of those things. If I do it without thinking, it just happens,
Yeah.
But if if it's something, I'll have a good comeback later, It'll be like,
oh man, yeah. Didn't think about that at that time.
If I don't filter what I'm saying, we get demonetized. So I got to be careful with that.
Yeah, Mac and Me's been one of my favorites since you brought it up.
Oh, Henson, I really need to watch that again.
Yeah, we need to redo that. Yeah.
That was such a guilty pleasure. That became one of my all-time favorites.
What was the other movie with David Duchovny that was the Head and Shoulders commercial?
Evolution.
Evolution.
Yeah, this was
That was a long
Ghostbusters
Head and
3.
Shoulders
Yeah.
commercial.
Ghostbusters 3, yes.
Yes.
I've never seen it. What a shocker.
You need to watch it. It's Ivan Reitman.
Okay, there's
Okay,
another
add
movie
it to the
to
list,
add
guys.
to the list.
Add
Noted.
another list.
I love that movie. It is. Oh man, I love Evolution.
Oh my gosh.
Something we've touched on in previous episodes is a lot of things that Brock has missed along the way throughout the year. So we try to make a note of it. And
Being a Ghostbusters fan,
Yeah,
you got to watch that because you can see where that really
there's
could
some
have been
humor.
Ghostbusters 3.
Yeah.
It
it's
really
Ivan.
could.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Ivan.
It has the same feel. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you got to watch this. We're adding it to the list, guys.
Yeah.
We're going to add it to the list for sure.
Those have been some of our most popular videos lately is the movie reviews that we've been doing for things that usually me have not seen.
Well, a lot of those movies are reaching 35, 40, 30, 35 year, 40-year anniversary type thing. So I'm sure the keywords are throwing us out there.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of 40-year anniversaries, there's a big one this year.
Ooh.
It's a pretty big one.
There's a big one. We're not saying what it is. We're not telling you what we're doing, but plans are in the works.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't even told you guys yet.
Yeah.
This
is
we don't even know. So
Yeah.
that's great.
We'll
I
discuss this
invite
off
this
camera.
man.
85.
Yeah, 1985.
Okay.
Okay.
If you watch this podcast, then there's a hint in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like I said, you never know. Just stay tuned.
Okay.
Something may be coming about.
The wheels are turning.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal.
This project is moving forward.
As a lot of things do with the podcast. When you look back, we just kind of started. We just basically started out just doing the audio stuff and uploading that, and then we would put the audio stuff on YouTube with no video. We decided to branch into the live streaming, and guys, I mean,
That's still debatable whether or not
What?
seeing us on video is a good
Oh.
thing.
Well, one thing that I've enjoyed that we started doing was the live streams on
those are
Sundays.
fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That works really well for our format.
That and that's really helped. We have to grow. We have to tinker and try the different formulas to see what works. And thankfully, the live streams have really helped.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a lot of engagement on there, and even after the fact, I mean, our numbers are good for what we were used to,
Mm-hmm.
and having a lot of people. Especially a lot of friends that have joined us for our live streams has been a blast.
Yeah.
But that has certainly helped pushed us into where we are now on YouTube with, the 46, almost 4,700 subscribers, and we're now fully monetized, and we just keep playing with the formula.
Well, I mean, the way we used to do it, it was just the four of us that would just talk and entertain each other. And now, with knowing that we were going to publish this, and then maybe it would entertain you, maybe. But now we actually get to directly interact with you. The same as with this video, as you're watching it, we're in the chat.
Yeah.
And we're interacting with you in the chat, hopefully, and hopefully you're up to your required at least 5 poop emojis by now.
Talking about emojis, this just came to mind, and it's not nothing to do with the podcast, but if you ever get a chance, watch the video about David Tennant learning about emojis and stuff, and what he thought, what he was surprised that this is what this emoji is, but this is what it means. That's a good clip. He was on Graham Norton. It's been a while back.
Okay.
Everybody's checking their smartwatches.
Do you have to take a phone call?
Oh, no, I got a message. I got to take care of something.
Hey, this is not live, remember.
Yes.
But not edited either.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes, like, as many of us, life just kind of happens, so we just have to roll with life,
Yeah, usually we've got, like, you're sitting in front of a computer, you've got a screen off to the side, and somebody messages you, you can just kind of, like, look off here, but there's no doing that with this one, guys.
Yeah.
We're live. You can see when we pull the phones out, especially me.
We're real. This is real. This is being real in the moment here.
Yeah. Plus, editing takes so much time.
Yes. Well, and yeah.
But I've enjoyed the guests that we've brought onto the podcast. I think our guests that we've had have brought a lot to the table, and it's always fun to get somebody in there with us, and we can interact with them and talk. I mean, Gary's brought a lot.
I was about to say, are you talking about Gary?
There's a guest we should have had for Margarita Day. That's what we got to go out there.
No, there's no Tito's handmade vodka involved in that.
Gotta be Tito's.
Yeah.
Is Tito's made tequila yet?
It's kind of around Christmas when it was just Brock and myself, and we brought Gary on. It's kind of like Gary's kind of become the adoptive Bama geek in a sense.
Pretty
I
much.
think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's the fifth man.
Yeah, and it's always been like, when do you want me to come back? I'll be there.
Yeah.
Just let me. Just let me know I'm here. He's for it. So I've really enjoyed our times with Gary and involving him in the podcast and everything. So.
Gary and Joe Crow and
Joe.
and JD, who was on for his comic book, and Steve Clark.
At one point, we had your daughter on as well.
Yeah, when we were first starting out. If you want to hear my daughter from 4 years ago, when she was like, "Why am I talking to old people?"
We were looking for that young perspective to bring into the episode. So.
Yeah, and she brought it. And
we sandwiched her between 2 obituary geeks.
Of course, we can't be if we're going to talk about past guests. We've got to talk about one of our favorites, Mr. Nix.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah, while we were sitting here recording our members only episode, he actually messaged me. He's like, "Hey, I'm in town. I want to swing by." And I'm like, "We are not in town. We're recording this episode." He's like, "That's right."
Yeah, those episodes that he brought to us with the ghost stories and things like that. That's
the ghost story episodes.
Yeah, they get a lot of traction.
They still get a lot of traction.
Yeah.
Alabama's got some good ghost stories.
Mm-hmm.
We be spooky around here.
Yeah. We paint our ceilings blue to keep out the haints.
The haints. We discussed, we actually discussed the haints.
Speaking of, I guess I saw a thing. It was like of Alabama cryptids, and one of the things he talked about was that hugging Molly. She's considered an Alabama cryptid.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Does she appreciate that?
I don't know.
I guess we could need to go to Abbeville and find out if
Yeah.
if that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. We also done episodes about, weird state laws, Alabama
Oh,
state
yes.
laws, and names of roads and cities in Alabama. So those are always, I always learned something from those episodes that I never knew before. So
Right now.
Yeah, the episodes where we were talking about the names of roads and stuff. That's what led into the reviews. I remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's what it was.
I think it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, because we were actually looking up one. Yeah. Uh-huh. See how those things just kind of run into each other like that. We start here and we end here.
Yeah.
So what we need to do is we need to get all of our video episodes together. We need to take clips of Brock's reactions to any time we do something
Yeah.
questionable.
We
Just
need
get
a
his
dedicated
face.
Brock cam, yeah.
Because he's like,
The dad face.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Dad.
Brock he has mellowed quite a bit in the 4 years that we've been doing
Yeah.
this. That's one thing that we've noticed is that when we first started, he was like,
Well,
and now
Brock's-
he's like,
Well,
it's just
that's his
Kevin,
professionalism.
whatever.
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
him.
He's the
That's his
professional. This
professionalism.
is the
Is it?
professional one. This is the one that has the professional side to it. So
He's like, we're going to stop it, and we're going to re-record that, and you're not going to see that again.
No.
I've never done that.
He's right. It's-
It's the
That's
love.
what he told us to say.
He told us he was going to turn his podcast around.
yeah.
Hang on. Kevin, I do have that $1 for you.
I thought he was about to take off his belt. He's having flashbacks to childhood.
Look at him.
Boy!
It's like you said, don't make me have to turn this podcast
Yeah,
around.
I'll do it right now.
Man.
How much further?
God. Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quit touching me. Stop touching me.
Mommy, touch me.
We have McDonald's at home.
That's what people say when like, we need a good high quality podcast to listen to. And then they find us like, yep, that's our McDonald's at home.
Well, and, the funny story on that, the job I work with as a contractor as well with another company. And one of the folks was asking, what are you guys going to be doing interesting on the weekend? And I said, well, I'm recording the 100th episode of a podcast that I've been participating in for the last 4 years. And they're like, oh my God. Of course, the next question is, what's the name of it? I want to go and check it out. And so, I tell them, it's the Bama Geeks. And they're like, how do you spell it? I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
Bama Geeks. And, told them about it.
Sorry.
And they get back and I don't hear anything else about it. I'm like, either that's a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe they're still watching us. I don't know. But usually I get kind of caught up in myself thinking, yeah, they probably were like, what in the heck is this?
Hey.
Like, what episode did they really start with?
Yeah, that is curious. I wonder what is the introduction.
I try not to ever talk about this podcast at work. I'm always afraid. I have trauma from a previous job.
Oh,
Well, that's
you don't
understandable.
want to know
Yeah.
your personal life, so they got ammo.
Yeah. Where I work now is, and I'm not afraid to say it, is tons better than where I did work.
Mhm.
And there's a reason for that. And that's why I try to keep everything quiet. But
Well, on the other end of the spectrum, I don't care. So I'm perfectly fine with them, going and looking at the podcast because I'm all about the watch hours. We're good to go. You can come. Yeah.
well, we've passed that threshold now, so we're okay. Yeah.
We made it. We did
We
it.
made it.
Yeah.
We've earned our $3.
Should have. And now the Bama Geeks have this amount, like the little running toll they do
Yeah,
on the tele.
I
Yeah,
thought
we
you
should
said it was $4.
Almost
You said it was-
$4. Almost $4.
So it's almost enough for a discount margarita.
Almost.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
International Margarita Day.
So close.
You'll have to come out of pocket for the rest. I apologize.
Okay. Fine.
Gonna buy the salt.
We gotta wait. You gotta deposit it, like withdraw it, and wait for it to go into an account so that you can use it.
Yeah, you're actually going to miss it by a couple of days then because you're going to have to wait because it takes 48 hours
You
to
can go buy an
process.
egg.
Yeah. I'll get an egg. Yeah, we're good.
No low balls. I know what I got.
You got to buy the little ring box to put it in so you can get it.
He went to Kroger.
I mean, I don't want to flex, but I literally have 5 eggs in the fridge.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm down to 1 at the house, so, you know.
Oh, man.
All right, so we need to open up the Bama Geeks eBay account.
Yeah.
I'm selling eggs.
Was it last time we talked about the Waffle House and their egg surcurcharge?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't eat eggs, so I'm okay with it.
My little local like convenience store, they now have a 30-cent surcharge with eggs. If you order a biscuit or something with egg on it, they've done it too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Saving
it
that 30
makes
cents.
sense. It makes sense to do it that way. That way they don't have to change the prices. And then when eggs become more normal, let's hope they become more normal, then you can just take the surcharge off. And you're good. So
Why are eggs the standard now for how the economy's doing?
I thought it was toilet paper.
Well,
That was during COVID.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so essentially what you waste on Halloween is now our currency.
right?
Well,
I mean,
okay, so-
I was going to say, when I grew up, we had toilet paper and eggs. Like, we didn't care. Yeah.
Well, like with here, it's whenever we're going to have cold weather, right? We go and we get milk and bread.
Milk
so we have
sandwiches.
our milk sandwiches, right? But then I started talking to other people around the country, and that's not a consistent thing. It's not the same across the country. That's a southern thing. And like up in the Pacific Northwest, it's toilet paper and bread is what they go for. They don't really go for the milk part. They don't really care as much for it.
Are they lactose intolerant?
Maybe it's a thing.
I
don't know.
am.
Yeah.
That's
I
why we
mean-
buy almond milk for our house now.
That's right.
How do you get milk out of an almond? by the way?
I never thought that, yeah.
Sorry.
You call it very bad things.
So anyway, they're lactose intolerant.
Yes. So different places across the country they go for different things whenever there's bad weather or anything coming. They don't just go with milk, milk sandwiches like that we have here, where we for some reason that's what we're obsessed with. It seems to be not a consistency across the U.S. and I was kind of fascinated with that.
Is it things that just ruin in different climates? Because it's so hot down here, milk would go bad very quickly, and up there in the Northwest, it rains a lot, so toilet paper would be damaged.
Well, I remember during our infamous blizzard of 1993, when we had, like, my parents and my grandparents, we didn't have any power. We were without power for a while, but they would take the milk and they would just leave it outside sitting in the snow.
Yep.
And it would keep. So I mean, I don't know. It's just weird. I would just always wondered too why it's always milk. And, and I get bread because you can buy peanut butter. You can make peanut butter sandwiches. You know, if you lose power, you're trying to think of things that don't perish. But if you don't have a place to keep that milk cold, it's gonna go bad.
I mean, these people that I was talking to, just to kind of not really reveal because I can't, but like they were from around the Seattle area, so they get about as much snow a year as we do.
Yeah,
they don't really get a lot. You would think that because it's the Pacific Northwest, they would get a lot of snow up there. They don't. They really don't get a lot of snow up there. So when they get the snow, they drive just as horribly as we do. They don't drive well in it ever. So, I thought it was really strange that they have different needs when it's bad weather. So
it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that's an interesting one, but what are we doing over here, Brock?
No,
is it because I'm not getting away from the mic or something?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay, all right. Brock's over here. I'm talking, and Brock's over here going like dialing, like he's about to shock me with something. Like, I'm gonna get my belt off, boy.
You can keep the $5.
Just a couple of for $1. Just a couple of wavy lines.
That's funny. You talk about the Blizzard '93. There's always that great joke, like John Mulaney says, I dated myself by. I was on the phone with Blockbuster. I always think about I remember when I was riding a 3-wheeler during the Blizzard of '93. So that dates myself.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder if I keep wondering if that'll ever happen again.
I don't know.
Possibility, but I mean, I don't.
I just can't imagine. I think about where we're at nowadays, and especially internet and power and all these crucial things that people need, and it's like. That's what I was trying to tell my son. We were talking about it. And I was like, we didn't have power.
For
it was
like
just
a week.
But I mean, back then in '93, we didn't have internet. We didn't have all this stuff like that. So it didn't matter. So it's kind of like
We actually did.
Well, but you know what I mean.
It wasn't commonplace.
I was on Prodigy
Well, look at you.
on my IBM PS2.
Oh, look at this guy over here. Yeah. I was just operating
get
on a
snow down
battery-powered radio
Did you
and
get
TV.
snow down where you grew up at during the blizzard of '93?
93. I don't remember it.
I don't think it got that far.
Yeah.
If you had gotten snowed in, you would have remembered it.
Yeah. There was a blizzard that came through in 77, I think. And there are pictures of Dad holding me out in the snow.
Yeah,
And the whole
you.
place was covered. No, we only saw snow, I think, in the 18 years I lived in Geneva. I think we got snow 2 or 3 times.
You guys would have gotten snow in Geneva. They had snow in the Florida Panhandle from the blizzard of '93.
We may have gotten a little.
You didn't get what we got.
No.
I mean, at that point in my life, I was in Coleman, and Coleman always,
Yeah.
like, I don't know what it is about that area, if it's in a valley or something, but
it's
Coleman
the
and
snow.
Gadsden always gets, like, pounded. I remember very vividly when the buses were finally they plowed it enough to let the buses were able to go through the roads, that there were, just, granted, I could be exaggerating this because it's 93.
1993.
Right. I remember
Years
the
ago.
bus driving through 2 big snow drifts, and it was almost as tall as the bus.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was nuts where they had like piled the snow up and everything. It was crazy, like the amount of snow that was
Wow.
there.
Yeah, we never got anything like that
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
in South Alabama.
That's a once in a generation storm. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll probably never see anything like in our lifetime.
I don't know. There's a lot of firsts and things happening this day and age, and
God, yeah.
you never know.
I was just happy about 10 years ago, maybe 8 or 9 years ago, that when I was living in Opelika in East Alabama, it snowed on Christmas night.
Oh wow!
Barely,
But it did.
We saw the flakes coming down, but I was like, for the first time in my life, I had snow on Christmas.
Look, it's not a good snow unless I can get out in my car at night and then turn drive down the road and then turn the brights on like I'm in hyperspace.
Yeah.
Of course.
Punch it, Chewy! Like literally say it,
Of course.
Because we thought it was kind of going to be a blizzard around here a few weeks ago
Yeah.
in January.
Yeah, well, it's kind of looking a little sketchy there, a little iffy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like snow where the power stays on, and I could, I'm not stranded in the house, and I have no option to, if I need to leave and go somewhere, I can get out of the house.
Yes. Convenient snow.
Convenient
Yes.
snow. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Snow that doesn't disrupt things, that kind of might make it where you can't go to work.
Right.
If you work on on campus or at an actual physical location, unlike some of us that just stay home.
Well, no, you do have no, I'm sorry, if you can work from home, you better plug that thing up and do some work. So yeah.
Yes, I work with folks because I actually work full time from home. Just spoilers there. But I work with folks that are from Michigan area, and they're like, "Oh, you poor baby."
Yeah.
They can still see their snow. Their drop ball in this snow.
And they're like, I sleep with my snow shovel. Okay, it's just part of me at this time of year. So they're like, "Oh, that's I'll post pictures of my house." And they're like, "Yeah, that's cute."
Oh, how pretty.
Did somebody open a bag of flour?
Oh, you poor baby.
And then they love to pick on us when we can't drive in it because we don't have the equipment down here to deal with ice.
Let's be honest. We have drivers here I don't even trust when it's 75 degrees and nice outside,
That's
let
right.
alone
Birmingham drivers.
Burmaniacs.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh. Birmingham. We love you.
My gosh.
Drivers.
Are you guys enjoying this episode?
Yes.
We're back to the way we were kind of before, where we would just sit here jawing about old people stuff.
Yeah.
You guys enjoying this?
Yes.
Let us know in the chat. We don't do this often. More often than not these days, we've been talking about all the movies that Brock hasn't seen, and then we just literally added another one to the list. Evolution. So, we'll probably do some more of those. But let us know if you're enjoying us just jawing on about stuff like this.
Leave a like,
Yeah.
please.
Thumbs up.
You don't even have to subscribe, but it's cool if you do.
Yeah.
All your friends are doing it.
Everybody over around India did. Thanks, Sting.
Yes.
I just hope that they've been, educated in some Southern culture.
We haven't lost subscribers, so apparently
look,
they're enjoying us, and we appreciate you being here.
Thank you, India.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, of Southern culture, I didn't think about it since we are all together. I didn't think about it. I didn't prepare what, but do we have a joke or a Bama splaining?
Oh, man.
Oh, Bama splaining.
Why are you making us on the spot like
Man.
that?
Well, see, that's what I wanted to
Wow.
do. See, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I was not prepared.
Oh,
If
sorry.
you just let me take my phone out.
I'd say I figured y'all had something in the back burner at least.
No.
Honestly, I didn't because
It occurred to me here as I'm thinking. So sorry, I didn't mean to throw the curveball there.
well,
but
if I can,
I'm sure you.
Well, while they're looking up,
Yes.
as you can see, Bo and Jess are enjoying their fine sodas.
Yeah.
Kevin and I are doing the anti-Alabama thing and drinking unsweet tea.
He did add sweeteners to him, but I am
Splenda.
the heathen that specifically has been drinking unsweet tea for 10 years. So I lost at least part of my Southern card with that,
Hey,
but I'm all right with it.
I cannot wait to get back to New York City in a couple of months and get back up to Junior's. That with their unsweet tea is some of the best tea I've ever had in my life. I will not put anything in it. It is that good. And I'm like, how can unsweet tea be that good?
Let's say use a good. Maybe it's the quality of the tea leaves they use, or
Could
Look,
be.
look. I'm just going to say this. If you're a Southerner, we probably got a lot of Southerners that listen to this. I'm just going to say this. From someone who used to drink sweet tea, I literally, when my mom was breaking me away from drinking soy milk whenever I was a kid because I was iron deficient, I was drinking soy milk. When she was breaking me away from that, I still had my Fred Flintstone baby bottle, and we put sweet tea in it. So I was weaned on sweet tea. Okay, all my life. If you I'm telling you this. That's my Southern qualification, right?
Yeah.
You can take the sugar out of it, and there's actually a taste to tea. Tea actually tastes good.
Yeah.
The tea leaf itself actually tastes good without sugar. That's the reason I reached a point in my life where I was like, you know what? I kind of want to know how tea tastes, and not just the sugar, because that's all you ever taste with sweet tea is the sugar. It's just an additive, So try it. You might like it. It's tea is interesting. There's those British folks. They kind of somewhat know what they're talking about, just a little bit.
Yeah,
when it comes to that.
I've converted to like zero sugar or artificial sweetener and everything. So I haven't had a glass of like true sweet tea in probably 6 years.
Wow.
And like, which is so weird because like much as like talk about how we like pickles, that used to be one of my things was like my guilty pleasures was like a big glass of sweet tea and some pickles, like that sweet and salty. Like it's
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was true Southernism there. But like I said,
We're going to sneak Bo some mayonnaise after this.
well, look, like I'm telling you, I will do this. I will do it for the podcast. If there's some kind of goal you want to set, I will do a spoon. Or if we really want to trudge it, I might try a small jar.
I'll eat a pickle.
A jar?
A small jar, not the Sam's Duke drum. I mean, a small jar. Like I would do it for the podcast.
You got to go blue plate then. Blue
got
plate.
it.
We're gonna get a Dunkin' tank.
Blue plate or Bama or
Blue plate.
blue plate.
Blue
Listen,
plate
I
is
will,
actually
I will,
good
I will
mayonnaise.
do that for this. That tells you my devotion. I will do that for us.
You guys heard that, chat. He will do it.
And I'm a man of my word. Don't get me wrong. It might
He is.
in true man fashion. It might take me longer to do it, but I will do it eventually.
Just think of
200th episode.
Yeah.
Just think of all the views we'll get when you were
Ralph on stream. Yeah.
yeah, when you're throwing it up.
Just
You
the
gotta
face.
spewing this.
We'll definitely no, we have to do it live.
Yeah,
we have
we'll
to
do it live.
yeah.
Yeah, and we'll get a still of his face when he eats it, so
Oh.
that we can make it the background on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. Like them exaggerated thumbnails or whatever. The big eyes.
We're gonna update him in the header on the site.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll do it. Like I said, I will be a man of word. I'll do it.
All right. We'll see.
All right. Well,
Are
You
y'all
got
guys
something?
good?
I found something. I'm going to go
Who's
with
going first? Do we know?
I'll go with this.
How do we do?
Bringing back an old...
the old style was she would go and then you would go.
Okay, let's do it.
That's it.
Okay. Well, we can keep it like that. So I have selected the Southern phrase, knee-high to a grasshopper. As in, the last time I saw Bobby, he was knee-high to a grasshopper.
Did we mention Jess is sitting on a cushion?
Yes.
I'm knee-high to a grasshopper. So, You might hear a distant relative or one of your mom's hometown friends say this about you when you come home from a long time away. Basically, it means last time someone saw you, you were very young or very small, or in my case, you're just small. So there you go, knee high to a grasshopper.
She knee high to a grasshopper.
She always is 24/7.
So I hope that was good for y'all.
Oh yeah,
Y'all
that's
good with
very
that?
good,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, you're just describing yourself. Okay.
Yeah, I'm making it all about
Well,
me.
I mean, I threw it on you short notice.
Short.
All right. Well, I've dug you guys up. Hopefully, a good dad joke. Usually, my litmus is if it made me chuckle, it's probably going to be a pretty good one.
Yeah.
So I have high standards with this. So, ordering a pizza, $40. Having it delivered, $5. Having your kids heat the whole thing before you get home, sliceless.
I like that.
That's a good one.
That's good.
I thought we were heading back into the egg conversation.
Well, take off my belt.
Yeah, that was our little bit of current events of the Bama Geeks there.
Oh, love it. Love it. So what else is going on? We got... of course, we used to talk about what conventions and stuff are coming up. You know, if we want to get real retro Bama Geeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about conventions and convention guests and guest interactions.
Huntsville's got a good one coming up.
Yeah.
Of course,
Man.
always Huntsville's Comic and Pop Expo. I think it's Pop Culture Expo.
Yeah.
coming
Are they
up
still
in-
announcing guests and stuff?
Yes.
They still are. They've
Yeah.
still
So adding guests. Wow.
got a couple more left to go.
They just announced Book of Tea
Yes.
for wrestlers. And Ryan Dole, who they run from Yes Have Some podcast, and they do a separate show called Toy Anxiety that Ryan, a good friend of ours from Canada, is on. He loves Thunder Rosa, who's an AEW wrestler, and she's going to be in Huntsville. But the other night when they were doing YHS, Jake and Craig and Abby and all, they do a kind of an award show every year called the Jeffries, based off Jeffrey the giraffe from Toys R Us. And they were streaming it earlier this week, and Ryan asked, they got into the subject of going to the prom.
Yeah.
No.
And Ryan asked did the Bama Geeks, did they take their cousins?
Yeah. So thanks, Ryan.
Yeah. No, we took our siblings.
That's right.
Get
I
it
took my
right.
cousin last year, sir.
We have to go through the whole family tree, okay? Look, 1 year it's the sister, 1 year it's the cousin.
Yeah.
So, you know.
My family tree does fork. Okay, sir.
Mine does too, very much. But our good friend David Rookie Rayleigh, who we are going to have on this podcast, that will be one of our longer episodes. 'Cause you wind him up, he's going to talk. He always likes to say, here in Alabama, our family tree is a donut.
Yeah.
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 We're really breaking the stereotypes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said thanks, Ryan. The comment you make about our podcast on your show is a stereotype. Thanks. Yeah.
Well, when we started this podcast, one of the way I describe it to folks, they're like, "What do you talk about?" It's like, well, we're all about breaking stereotypes that Alabama's just a bunch of backwards idiots, and that we don't do anything except sit around and have and fly battle flags from former losing portions of the country and make really racist jokes. We don't do any of that stuff. It's that we actually have geeky people that are in we've got Huntsville, we've got just conventions and things like that, so people that are both in Alabama and not in Alabama can look at this and they can go, wow, this place is really not that bad. There's actually people here that I can hang out with that are real geeky and they're really cool.
And you will find a lot of those old stereotypes you were talking about is no longer applicable to this state.
Yes.
We are a very welcoming and hospitable state to everyone.
Yeah.
And like just about everything, so long as you avoid the politics,
well,
you'll be all right.
In general, like bad people are everywhere. It doesn't matter where
Yeah.
you're at. It's
Yeah.
But like I said, it's generally we're much more evolved.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are really.
Yes.
More so than you think.
Yep.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
But we are still going to call it the Walmarts. We're going to add
That's
A's.
right.
Put an S on it.
We're going to go to Wally World. The 5 and Dime, what they used to call it, the Walmart.
5 and dime.
TG&Y.
That's a little too old for me now.
Yeah, that's Sam's 5 and Dime. That's what Walton first started out with, was his 5 and Dime store. So
That reminds me of the Joe Pesci having to buy his suit from a secondhand
Oh, yeah.
store.
Oh man,
And my cousin Vinny, we were watching that the other day.
Mhm.
Ah,
it's the
that's
first time.
such a good movie.
But with that, it was on AMC. We called it
yeah,
there.
it was
We
the
had
edited
Dave.
version. That's right, my son was here who had never seen it. And so thankfully it was the edited version. And
He liked it.
he's 16
Yeah.
and he was cracking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only store is closed for the flu. You hear that? The
The
whole
whole
store. The whole store got the flu.
But he did recognize Fred Gwynn. He's like, "Oh, is that Herman Munster?"
Yeah.
I'm proud.
Yes.
16, he recognized the Munsters.
We talked about my cousin Vinny on a previous
Yes, we
episode.
talked about- yep.
Movie based in Alabama, but not filmed in Alabama.
Yeah,
so-
somebody. That's one of the
Yeah,
highlighted comments I saw. That
Yeah.
actually this was filmed in Georgia.
Yeah. Thanks, Chase. Yeah.
No, it wasn't Chase. It was somebody.
It was somebody else.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
a rando. No, Chase.
Well,
we
no, but
understand.
Chase is really good about coming in and going, actually,
Yeah.
that was in
well,
Georgia.
you know-
Thanks.
I know the guy that did this. Which I love it. Chase.
Yeah.
Chase is one of my favorite people I see popping up. In.
We've really got to have Chase on here.
Yep.
I agree.
Chase's movie knowledge is almost unmatched.
Yeah.
He's amazing to listen to, and he's got so many funny takes on this stuff.
Yeah.
So
We need Chase, and then eventually we need to have Katie on for y'all to do us a Corey talk or something.
I'm sure
oh yeah,
Corey talk.
I would just sit that out, and just watch you two. Y'all discuss Corey
We're just
Feldman.
going to mute and sit and watch.
Yeah.
Okay?
maybe we should have had that as a 100th episode. Just having Katie and you just
Having,
the three of us back off and let the ladies have it.
Yeah. Hey,
y'all don't know what you're asking on that. Y'all,
That's
y'all
you
have
should
no
have a
idea.
ladies' night. Yeah, that's
We know what
We're just
asking.
going to pre-demonetize this.
no. That might be one of our more profitable episodes.
Getting Katie and Jess together is a hoot, absolute hoot.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite people.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I agree. I think getting Chase involved,
Yeah,
especially
Chase.
like if movie stuff and movie cars and cars and especially
Oh, man.
car talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good one. I think he's actually doing a cannonball run
I think
as
so.
we're doing this. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you just out him on doing this?
Yes, but this is going to be in the future.
In the past.
Or the past.
Should I have said that? I'm sorry. I don't know.
Should we let that be known?
They know about that stuff.
I-
The police know about that
I
stuff.
was going to say, I think the people that are going to watch this kind of know, maybe. I don't. See, I'm
We
getting that
giving her-
look.
We're
I
about
don't.
to
I
take
don't
off his belt.
I'm
every
getting that
episode.
look. I'm sorry.
Every episode, I have to look at her and go,
I don't.
Something.
I don't know if this is a bad thing or a good thing. I don't know. I'm sorry if it's bad. I really am.
Tell us in the chat if it's bad.
I'm pretty sure, I
Look.
mean, we've heard Chase talk about how, he got visits to when he lived in Mississippi. So I'm sure Chase, he's aware of the things.
Okay. Did I just?
You're welcome, Chase.
Now.
so moving on.
Yes.
Okay, we're moving on. Yes. You still could go in and edit stuff.
No. No.
I mean,
We're gonna
there's
let that one
always
live.
that
How's
possibility.
that for a third?
Anything's possible.
The window of opportunity for editing this down and getting it for tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Or Sunday night. It's
Yeah.
Sunday night.
Hey, it's Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, time for editing it down as you're watching this.
That's right.
Okay.
No edits.
Yeah, this is weird talking in the
No regrets.
future. Yeah.
We're doing it live.
No
Not
regrets,
really.
yeah.
no regrets. Well,
Well,
Yeah.
Yes. How do you recover from that?
I don't know.
Other than talking about like what we thought about our last 100 episodes, any other really cool things that have popped out in y'all's mind?
there are so many guests that I want to have on.
Mhm.
Yeah. What do we have? Yeah. What do we have planned for the next
the
100
future.
episodes?
Well, let's talk about how we didn't come up with this topic until we sat down here today.
Yeah.
So yeah, for
Yeah. What do you guys? I mean, if you're in the chat now, we're
Yeah,
going to talk about it. But what do you feel like you would like to see?
Yeah, that's a
And
good-
I mean, it can't have anything to do with nudity or anything like that. Okay.
Well,
I mean, hot tubs maybe. only tubs, right? So
We want to bring people in, not drive them away.
but yeah, if there's anything, within reason that you would be okay, that we'd be okay with doing, just drop in the chat. I mean, we're always looking for ideas.
What would you like to know about Alabama?
Sure, hey.
What are some misconceptions you may have, or some questions that you may have about our state? We'll answer whatever.
We also you can visit the website too. We have the contact, right?
Yeah.
You can message us on the website.
Do the voicemail.
Voicemail, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
Nobody but Kevin has used that yet. If you go to the website, bamageeks.com, and look on the lower right-hand corner of the site as you scroll, there's a little microphone icon. Hit that. Leave us a voicemail and get played on one of our episodes. We'll absolutely
just
use
don't
it.
go jerky boys on us, but
Yes. I mean, yes. I want someone to record.
It's Frank Rizzo.
I want someone to record the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise for us, so that we can play that back. And if Brock gets it, I'm going to make him do it. We're like, I don't care, and especially if it's you, Shane. I know you're probably watching. Please, it would be amazing if you did the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise for us in that recording, and then we could play it.
Or bad impressions of me. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
You do that.
Hey, wait. Is Bo really going to eat mayonnaise if we get?
Hey,
And there's one thing I've noticed about you today, Bo, sitting here in person, is you didn't do your mustache like Yukon Cornelius.
I know it's a fidget thing when I'm sitting there. It's because I'm if I'm at home, it doesn't bother me. But yeah. Well, also I've been working with it. It's been driving me crazy. But yeah. I know I get to stare at myself, and like usually Sunday it's driving me nuts. It's a fidget thing because like normally like when we're sitting here recording, I'm amazed I've done well. Normally I have a pen or something I'm playing with.
Yeah, he does.
I can't help it. It's a fidget thing. I don't know.
Mustaches were the original fidget spinners.
Oh, Raleigh fingers.
Yeah, I know I do. I have my weird mannerisms. I don't realize I do it until after the fact. So yeah,
That's all right.
Everybody's got their thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Jess likes to get us demonetized and tell secrets about our friends.
Apparently, I say stuff that I shouldn't. And I apologize.
Come on, we're moving past it, guys.
Look, I keep it real, okay? Look, I keep it real.
Yeah.
Real on my toes.
Love you.
I love you.
So
too.
so seriously though, what if there's anything that you feel like that you'd like to see? We're looking to do this in another 100 episodes, guys. It'll be another 4 years.
Or even could be something like you said. You were talking about we need additional content. Do something outside of the stream or whatever.
We still want to go to Unclaimed Baggage.
Yeah,
You still do. Yeah.
So we want to do Unclaimed Baggage and go up there because we need to see Hoggle. From Labyrinth, which is another movie. He's got to watch.
Yeah.
So that he knows who Hoggle is.
That's coming. We almost did it last time, but then we shifted to Fantastic Four's movie premiere in Huntsville.
Yeah.
It's coming. Like I said, the movie reviews from the 80s have turned out to be some of our most watched ones.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
once again nostalgia, everyone's favorite drug of choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll keep doing those. I still have my notebook full of things.
And we just added another one, so we're good to go.
Yep.
So yeah, if there's anything else you guys would like to see, we're always up for ideas, and we sure as heck don't mind stealing your ideas.
No, not at all.
If you let us know what you feel like. I mean, we'll talk it over, find out if it's something that we want to do, and then meet back up. And I mean, we would like to do more of these live episodes. It's just logistically, it tends to be a little more difficult to do these because
schedule,
schedules and logistics.
We're recording this on a Saturday. We normally do Sunday, so yeah, we're together, and we're all looking forward to getting some. We're looking forward to getting us some margaritas and some Mexican restaurant.
Designated driver.
Yes,
don't worry, I don't touch the tequila either. One of my worst hangovers was thanks to tequila, and it broke me.
My car is a designated driver, so we're good.
Yeah, I don't drink.
I've cut out a lot of mine, but yeah.
He's like, but margaritas.
And Bo rode with us. So, yeah, he's fine. Well, goodness, we have reminisced and all for this episode, and Wow, I'm so happy we all got to
Yeah, this is
got
awesome.
to be here in person
This is
together.
awesome.
I hope we can do this more in the future.
Yeah.
Logistically, it's just like I said, because we do this on Sunday nights and we all live a fair distance from each other. It's almost impossible. It is impossible for us to get
Yeah.
together on Sunday nights and do live streams in person. But who knows
Yep.
what the future holds?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over the next few episodes.
You just don't ever know.
Yeah.
You never know, but we got some ideas brewing for this year for sure, and we'll if you go to bamageeks.com/join, you might get a little insight onto what we are cooking up, and some people were planning on
Scheming
having
and
on.
thinking, and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We do love sharing our ideas and stuff especially with our members, because we don't, I would rather, if you're just on the regular broadcast, we would rather surprise you with with any updates we have. But, with the members, we tend to get a lot of feedback from those guys. So we appreciate that.
Yep. And we appreciate you being here with us, even though you're not with us live. We are live all together. It's been a blast. We've had a good time, and now we're going to go crash the afternoon with Mexican food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tacos.
We almost went to eat before this, and I'm like, that's death.
We would be here. We would be so tired.
It'd be
It would
like-
nuts.
Chips and salsa and tacos.
Well,
man.
guys, it's our
Yeah.
100th episode.
Yeah, we've been doing this for a while. Yeah.
Kevin, can your car take us
Instead
home?
of chugging, we chugging Pepto instead of.
Oh, but again, BamaGeeks.com. That's where you can see all the videos and all the episodes that we do. And when we get some free time in our real lives, we'll definitely try to turn out some
You
more
point at the imaginary
content.
banner that's going across the bottom. Like we should.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Went to the banner.
Yeah, the point
Yeah.
at the banner.
little ticker.
Because my editing time is short, go to the description
Yeah.
of the video down below. Hit subscribe, hit like, hit the join button if you want to financially support us. It's only $5 a month. Never ever required, but always appreciated, and we certainly thank our supporters that we've had over the years.
Yeah.
There's been a few of y'all that have been in here with us for the long haul.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's greatly appreciated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastically
Thank you.
appreciated. You've given Kevin the ability to have that $4 margarita
That's right.
in just a few minutes. So
Yeah, man. I'm even going to use like a bendy straw. It's going to be awesome.
if you'd like to support Kevin's continued use of a bendy straw,
That's right.
BamaGeeks.com/join.
Yes.
But we've had a lot of fun. We're going to go and enjoy the afternoon. We hope you have a wonderful night or day or whenever you're watching this.
Yeah.
Again, please hit the like button. That helps us out a whole lot. Leave your favorite emoji in the comments or in the chat. We appreciate the engagement. But we're going to wrap it up for Kevin. I can point to him in person.
Right.
For Kevin and Bo and Jess, I'm Brock. We're the Bama Geeks. Thank you for joining us for 100 episodes. And
Here's to 100 more.
here's to 100 more. Thanks so much.
Bye.